Hare Krishna. I'll be reading about pastimes of Lord Nrsimhadev. Nrsimhadev in a dream. Lord Nrsimhadev's pujari had a very startling dream in which the director of the temple called him and told him to bring some diesel oil, saying, "We are going to sacrifice Lord Nrsimhadev." "You are going to what?" exclaimed the pujari. "Yes, we are going to sacrifice Lord Nrsimhadev." "You can't do that. This is crazy. Just bring the diesel, will you?" "Okay, I will bring the oil, but I don't want anything to do with this. It doesn't make any sense." After some time, the pujari returned to the temple and was totally shocked to see that everything had been completely burned by a great fire, and all that remained of the deity was his feet and ankles. Early next morning, he approached the chief pujari and asked if he could explain the meaning of this terrible nightmare. After thinking for a while, he began to smile and said, "Oh yes, you see, yesterday was the start of Jaladan, the festival of dripping water on salagram for 1 month. But we forgot to observe it. Therefore, Lord Narasimhadev is letting you know that he is burning up, and you should immediately begin the jaladan," which we did. A special prayer. Once, Lord Narasimhadev's puja was going on as usual when the pujari noticed that one flower fell from Narasimhadev's garland. The pujari asked the visitors if anyone was offering any special prayers to Lord Narasimhadev. The visitor in front did not say anything, but from the back one lady came forward with tears in her eyes. She said, "My daughter got married about 4 or 5 years ago, and she has no issue. The people in my son-in-law's house consider it inauspicious. So I was praying to Nrsimhadev that he might help her in her desperate situation." Then the pujari said, "Your prayer is granted. The symptom is that this flower fell from Narasimhadev's garland. Please take this and keep it nicely. You can wash this flower and give the water to your daughter to drink." Then the Mataji left, and later the pujari forgot the incident. After 1 year, the same Mataji, along with her daughter, son-in-law, and a newborn baby, came smiling to Nrsimhadev, and she reminded the pujari about the prayer she made 1 year back, as a result of which her daughter gave birth to a very nice baby boy, whom they named Prahlad. And once again, they offered a very nice puja, offerings, fruit and flowers to Lord Narasimhadev. Nrsimhadev cures the illness. One of our Namhata devotees, Kalyani Dasi, has got 2 daughters. The elder one is Pratibha and the younger is Anubha. Both of them are married and they have grown-up children. They both live in the same city, Berhampur. Once the husband of Pratibha fell extremely sick and was in a coma, near to death. Along with the other relatives, the young sister, Anubha, was also in great anxiety about her brother-in-law's situation. She went to the hospital, and as she was a devotee, she prayed to Lord Narasimhadev at ISKCON Mayapur to help her brother-in-law. She came home and went to bed with a heavy heart. At the end of the night, she had a dream in which Nrsimhadev came near to her and told her, "Don't worry, your brother-in-law is okay." And then her dream broke, In the morning, the news came from the hospital that the patient was doing well. His saline drip and oxygen had both been removed, and he was now able to talk. The acid attack pastime. There was a fight in a village, and in the course of the fight, one person was attacked with acid, as a result of which his whole face was burnt and terribly disfigured. The sight of one of the eyes was completely lost, and the other eye had only about 10% vision. The doctors said that the remaining eye, through which he had 10% vision, would also go blind very soon. They suggested taking the patient to Vellore, South India, for further treatment to see if they could do something about it. At that time, a devotee who was there suggested that they should pray to Lord Narasimhadev for the recovery of his eyes. As a result, they prayed to Lord Narasimhadev at ISKCON Mayapur. The next day, much to the doctor's surprise, it was found that the patient could see everything very nicely. Narasimhadev's fingernails. One Russian Mataji used to make tulsi garlands for Narasimhadev every day. Being pleased with her, Narasimhadev's pujari gave her one of Lord Narasimhadev's false fingernails as prasad. She took it and kept it with her. That night she had a dream in which she saw that Lord Narasimhadev had come to her and was sitting on her bed. The Lord then put his fingers with his long nails inside her heart and pulled out something black and said, "You see this? This is not love, it is lust, and there is still more there. What shall I do with it?" She could not reply, and her dream broke. The next day, she went before Lord Narasimhadev and asked him to throw it far away. Nrsimhadev as Madhav. The father of one of the devotees of ISKCON Youth Forum used to argue with him, saying, "Why do we have to worship Nrsimhadev when Radha Madhav are there?" The boy tried to make his father understand that Krishna and Nrsimhadev are non-different, but his father was not very convinced in this regard. During Narsingh Chaturdashi 2003, this boy, along with his father, came to the temple and was watching Lord Narasimhadev's Abhishek ceremony. Suddenly, the boy's father saw Madhav's face in place of Narasimhadev's. He turned to Radha Madhav and again looked back at Narasimhadev and found Narasimhadev's face as Madhav's still there. This continued for about 20 minutes. In this way, he realized that there is no difference between Madhav and Narasimhadev. The bracelet pastime. During 2004, Kavipriya Devi Dasi of South Kolkata, a disciple of His Holiness Jai Pataka Swami Maharaj, made some bracelets for Lord Narasimhadev. Somehow or other, she could not come to Mayapur and offer them to the Lord. In the meantime, she started becoming sick in different ways. She went to the doctors and tried various treatments, but there was no cure. Lastly, the doctors said that her problem was thyroid. As a result, she would eventually be unable to move. As she was in great anxiety, thinking what to do, all of a sudden, she remembered about Lord Narasimhadev and the bracelets which she was supposed to offer to him. Even though she was ill, she made the endeavor to come to Mayapur to give the bracelets. After offering them to Lord Narasimhadev, All the symptoms of illness were totally removed within 3 days. All glories to Lord Narasimhadev. Thank you. Hare Krishna.